Good day, viewers, and welcome to today's Sports Wrap Show. I am your host, Brian Monango, unpacking the latest sports news. Well, what a weekend we had on our hands. To start off, let's talk about African stars who take the lead to Zambia after beating Dynamos 2-1 in the CAF Champions preliminary round. That was Spain were crowned the FIFA Women's World Cup champions. A huge congratulations to Spain. Captain had to find out that her dad just passed on after the match, which was a gutter, but also the Namibia announced their 33-man squad for the Rugby World Cup earlier today. More on that with today's hit list. Well, goals from Peter Adiwo and Edmund Kambanda proved enough for African stars to take the lead against Zambia after they beat Power Dynamos 2-1 in the CAF Champions League first leg round at the Dobsonville Stadium in Johannesburg. Well, the second leg will be played in Zambia next weekend. We worked on the strengths and weaknesses of Power Dynamos, and this proved crucial for us in this match. We look forward to the next match because there are still 90 minutes to be played in this tie. Well, those were the words from Coach Prince Coffee. Well, the weekend drop is up next, right after the short break.
Save your budget one bargain at a time with WB. Get 900 gram Hugo's Jam for $29.99. 2 kg Rice King Rice for $32.99. 1 kg Mama's Washing Powder for $26.99. 10 Soft and Gentle Toilet Rolls for $34.99. Plus, our budget combo for just $389.99. See all our super savings online at www.woermanbrock.com. We care.
Well, the finals of the NRU Premier League, Reserve League and Women's 15s are all set and decided. Hagegengop Stadium was definitely the place to be this weekend, where we saw all these teams compete in the semi-finals of these competitions. Well, let's take a look at the highlights from there.
As UNAM, hulle is 5 meter van die doellyn af. O, bal daar hoog bietjie getas, maar hulle het hom in die hande gekry. Koper, kyk vir Koper. Ja, sy is daar, sy druk aan tweede 3. Ja, derde 3. Is die derde 3 wat Koper daar druk. Hier wees UNAM. Inderdaad, is dit nog altyd dieselfde daar. Nou sit die bal net so daar neer. Ons kyk, daar sit weer Koper, nee, dis Vliete. Nou gaan sy grond met die bal. Metertjies van die doellyn af. Ja, inderdaad, is dit Mandy Hansen, hier wees UNAM. Inderdaad, is dit nog altyd dieselfde daar. Nou sit die bal net so daar neer. Ons kyk, daar sit weer Koper, nee, dis Vliete. Nou gaan sy grond met die bal. Metertjies van die doellyn af. Ja, inderdaad, is dit Mandy Hansen.
And we're talking now to the captain of UNAM, Elzandi Basson. Elzandi, what a feeling.
Oh, very excited. We made history, the first semi-finals for ladies, and yeah, we enjoyed it.
Gestaan, vinnig op haar voete gekom. Met Timothy Koopman, wat sê hy? Sy is 'n strafskop nog altyd. Tikkel hom vinnig, wat maak hulle hierdie keer? Nou kom ons kyk daar Jardine Lou, daar's 'n persoon oor aan die ander kant van die stelle. En dis iemand wat net so 'n bietjie eina gehad het. Dis Richardine Kaya, sy val oor vir die eerste 3. Ook weer daar's Fabio weer. Sy het 'n goeie loopie gehad. Slinger, Michelle Slinger is nou die ene daar. Sy gaan hom op die voet sit. Michelle Slinger is daar 'n vinnige snellers. Dit was vir die snellers bedoel gewees. Bal wat reg spring vir United, weer 'n keer, spring die bal reg. En dit is inderdaad Michelle Slinger. Sy het daardie beweging begin met die skoppie deur. Regter, nee, hy sê alles was reg gewees daar. So my Witman kry my dan daar in sy Ida Visagie. Nou is dit Tougas daar aan die ander kant. Tougas, kyk hard, sy hardloop nog altyd. Sy baie spoed Tougas. Sy gaan vir 'n laagskene wys. Wat sê die skynsregter net om gekoop aan? Hy sê die 3 is daar. Ek het gewonder wanneer gaan dit die skynsregter? Nee, hy sê alles was reg gewees daar. So my Witman kry my dan daar in sy Ida Visagie. Nou is dit Tougas daar aan die ander kant. Tougas, kyk hard, sy hardloop nog altyd. Sy baie spoed Tougas. Sy gaan vir 'n laagskene wys. Wat sê die skynsregter net om gekoop aan? Hy sê die 3 is daar. Ek het gewonder wanneer geel kaart lyk dit my. Daarom seker nie 'n rooi kaart nie. Sims, nou moet ek hulle mooi uitken. Dis Siobhan de Klerk. Sy is die nommer 6, Siobhan de Klerk. Sy sien dat die wonderlike bal onderskep daar deur die Davisagie. Ida Visagie sy onderskep die bal daar en sê baie dankie. Sy draf hom en sy maak.
Okay. Ja, die eerste wedstryd wat julle verloor het vir die jaar. Ja, in die semifinaal uitgeval. Seker nie 'n lekker gevoel nie. Hoe voel jy oor julle wedstryd wat vandag nou hier gebeur het?
Dis nie die resultate wat ons verwag het nie. Maar ons gaan dit vir hulle. So beteken ons gaan nog steeds volgende jaar terugkom. En harder terugkom.
Okay, as 'n bietjie foute gemaak soos die wedstryd verloop het.
Ja.
En nou kom maar julle het 'n paar onderskep teruggedruk.
Ja.
En 'n goeie spel aan United se kant.
Ja.
Ja, so miskien enige boodskap wat jy wil sê vir jou spanmaats.
Ek wil net vir my spanmaats, dit is nie die einde nie. Ons het hard gespeel, ons het hard gespoor, ons het tot by die einde gebaklei. Ons het nie nog by 'n punt opgehou nie. Ons het tot by die laaste vletjie geveg. Dit is wel nie die resultate wat ons verwag het nie, maar dit is wat dit is. So ja, maar ek is bly vir hulle. Ek is bly vir ons span. Ons het baie mooi gespeel en
Sterkte julle? Goed gaan. Hulle het die knoop deurgehak in die semifinaal. Die skok gelewer. Eerste wedstryd wat Wanderers verloor hierdie jaar. Ja, so 'n wedstryd wat op en af verloop het. Hoe voel jy oor die wedstryd vandag?
Ek is baie happy eigenlijk. Ek dink ons het 'n hele paar meisies wat siek is vanoggend en ons het maar deurgedruk en baie keer het ons gevoel ons kan nie. Maar ek dink ons het daai self-motivation wat ons in ons het en ons probeer altyd beter wees en harder veg.
Ja, so baie goeie spel in julle agterlyn gewees as julle die bal gekry het. Goeie hanteerwerk en spoed gewys met spoed aangeval. Voel jy dit was julle sterkpunt gewees hierdie jaar?
Ja, ons werk as 'n span en ons het sekere maniere van speel. Ons het 'n structure wat ons hou van speel. En ek dink ons is die enigste vrouespan wat wel daai structure speel. En ek dink met daai structure kan vroue rugby baie ver gaan. As dit
plek bespreek in die finaal. Teen wie gaan dit wees? Gaan dit wees teen UNAM of gaan dit wees teen Kudus? Ons sal dit moet sien in die volgende semifinaal. Maar dis United se vroue, hulle wen hierdie wedstryd 23-22, 23-20. Skynsregter wys daar voordeel al reeds weer. Is die Andre Estreisen hierdie kant toe, daardie kant toe. As dit weer 'n keer aan Rico van Sail, hy gaan 'n 3 druk, doodseker daar. Maar is aan mekaar te laat, dis Kudus wat die 3 druk daar. Kudus hulle moet nie nou weggaan deur die wedstryd van United af. Ongemerk daar gestaan het, lyk dit vir my. En van die Hoebeb, sy pale word behoorlik gelig. Is dit Dian Blom uit een kans gehad, kon hom nie kry nie. Die laagvat te vooruit, maar is aan mekaar te laat. Dis Kudus wat die 3 druk daar. Kudus hulle moet nie nou weggaan deur die wedstryd van United af. Van die veld is die 15 meter daarie. Ons kyk wat maak hy met hierdie ene. Hy sit hier benade hierdie keer. Ja, hy is tussen die pale deur. Inderdaad, hier in die doodsnikke is dit United. Dis United, hulle juig.
United se kaptein JD Nel. JD so baie spannende wedstryd. Hy het hom deurgetrek. Wat gaan jou gedagtes?
Ek dink kom ons wees eerlik en sê net julle is baie dankie vir Kudus. Hulle het 'n game gebring. Ons weet hulle gaan altyd hulle game bring. Ons het van die begin af gesê ons wil net kom in ons game speel. Ons wil nie hulle moet hulle game op ons afdoen nie. Ek dink eerste helfte het ons het goed begin, bietjie gegly. Ons het weer goed terug op die tweede helfte. Dit wys jy net, ek meen, ons het opoffering gemaak van laas jaar Oktober af. Dis een stapie nader aan ons doel. Dis nog nie verby nie. Oor 2 weke gaan ons weer so kry.
Ja, so dis 'n semifinaal. Al die druk is op almal, al die spanne en die skare is hierso. Vat ons 'n bietjie die raai belewenis.
Ek sê vir die ouens voor die tyd, Andrew, ek sê dis 'n belewenis. Jy moet dit vat, jy moet daai energie transform in goeie energie en positiewe energie. Jy moet nie op jou senuwees wees, jy moet dit gebruik om jouself aan te moedig. En ek dink ons het 'n bietjie lank gevat om dit te doen, maar ons het begin doen dit. Tot hulle nie antwoord vir ons nie.
Baie geluk.
Baie dankie, Andrew. Lekker dag.
United se kaptein JD Nel. JD so 'n baie spannende wedstryd, maar hy het hom deurgetrek. Wat gaan jou gedagtes?
Ek dink kom ons wees eerlik en sê net julle is baie dankie vir Kudus. Hulle het 'n game gebring. Ons weet hulle gaan altyd hulle game bring. Ons het van die begin af gesê ons wil net kom in ons game speel. Ons wil nie hulle moet hulle game op ons afdoen nie. Ek dink eerste helfte het ons het goed begin, bietjie gegly. Ons het weer goed terug op die tweede helfte. Dit wys jy net, ek meen, ons het opoffering gemaak van laas jaar Oktober af. Dis een stapie nader aan ons doel. Dis nog nie verby nie. Oor 2 weke gaan ons weer so kry.
Ja, so dis 'n semifinaal. Al die druk is op almal, al die spanne en die skare is hierso. Vat ons 'n bietjie die raai belewenis.
Ek sê vir die ouens voor die tyd, Andrew, ek sê dis 'n belewenis. Jy moet dit vat, jy moet daai energie transform in goeie energie en positiewe energie. Jy moet nie op jou senuwees wees, jy moet dit gebruik om jouself aan te moedig. En ek dink ons het 'n bietjie lank gevat om dit te doen, maar ons het begin doen dit. Tot hulle nie antwoord vir ons nie.
Baie geluk.
Baie dankie, Andrew. Lekker dag.
United se kaptein JD Nel. JD so 'n baie spannende wedstryd, maar hy het hom deurgetrek. Wat is jou
Well, that all means that Wanderers will take on Trasco United in the Premier League finals. Grootfontein will take on Kudus in the Reserve League, and we will see the Unam Steenbokkies take on Trasco United. Moving on to what the youth has in store for us. Well, Windhoek Gymnasium defeated Valversbyt Private 1 with an 8-0 deficit. You can see that the hockey gang came through to make sure that they showcase a lot of skills there. VIS boys got a 6-0 win over Valversbyt to see themselves in the semi-finals, and the Erongo team did make sure that we had that covered. So let's take a look at the hockey semi-final highlights.
First quarter, there's 4 quarters, 3 more to go, and I think Windhoek Gym has got all of it to show with a single goal, and there comes the second one.
Again, so nearly out, so nearly. Now is 3. Is 3 there for Windhoek Gymnasium, and no points for the Narkies, and the Narkies they really need from a goal. And Windhoek Gym, they want to score and take this game away from the Narkies. And again they score. It's 4 now for Windhoek Gym and no points for the Narkies. They scored numerous of the goals from this position. Let's see again. Hitting the ball, lovely block there by the keeper. Second block, but they are in control. Oh, 6. It is 6 for Windhoek Gym. Scores on the board here. And Valversbyt Private, they need to defend. Very well done there. Oh, so close. Inches away. Inches away.
your goals came from short corners?
Yeah, from short corners. We practice those, I'm not going to lie. We practice those and it paid off.
Okay, so what would you like to tell your opponents?
It was really fun. I really enjoyed it. Thank you very, very much for the experience.
Okay, you and I?
I just want to say they have a really nice sportsmanship. They're so nice on the field, and it was really nice to play against them because they're really tough, and it's good for us because we're not like used to this type of competition, and we really enjoyed it. Thank you.
Okay, so where to from here?
Now we fold out. We're not like in it anymore, but it's fine. Next year we will try and beat them.
We'll be back strong and
better. Stronger and better. The Narkies are going to win gymnasium.
Yes. Okay. And you? What do you want to...
We have to go back home and then we're going to take part in the finals, hopefully, or the semi-finals. Yeah.
So what's the aim for the finals?
Hopefully we can go first or second place, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you so much for speaking to us and strength and everything well for you guys.
Well, Derek Jacobs, the Secretary General of the Namibian Motorsport Federation, gives us an overview of the Girls on Track Development Program they held with 20 girls from under 14 to under 18 at the Tony Rust racetrack in Windhoek, which saw Zakia Chongarero win the overall competition. So let's take a look at that interview.
I'm Derek Jacobs, the Secretary General of the Namibia Motorsport Federation. We administer and regulate sport in Namibia, and today we're at the Tony Rust racetrack with a FIA Girls on Track program to find the best woman racer, or to develop the best woman racer in Namibia. Today we had 20 girls from the ages of 14 to 18. Not only did they ride a kart today on a slalom course, they also did a science, technology, engineering and mathematics task where they had to build a car from cardboard and power it with a balloon. And there were 2 groups there, and the winners of each group will get the medal. And then while we're waiting now, we're going to have a shootout of the top 5 fastest girls from the group of 20. After today, we're going to take this program around the rest of Namibia. We have to put 300 girls through this program, so that means 15 sessions of 20 each, of which today is the first. So we'll be going up north to Sumeb, down to the coast. We're going down east to Gobabis, south to Keetmans, and even as far as Oranjemund. So this program we need to wrap up by the beginning of December 2023. And then we'll take the best girls out of the overall program, the entire program, and we'll put them in a development cart for next year.
How do you find the perfect time? Is it in what we create? Or is perfection a form of art? Can we taste the perfect time? Move to it. Feel it. Or is it best enjoyed together? The perfect time is out there. Come with us to find it. Windhoek Draft. Perfect time, perfect beer.
Well, as the 2023 Rugby World Cup nears, the Namibian Rugby Union has announced the final squad list. Namibia will face Italy, New Zealand, and host France, also Uruguay in Pool A. Well, the announcement was done today at the NRU offices, so let's take a listen.
Jason Bernardi, Adrian Boysen, Arnos Kutsie, Vian Conradi, Tian de Klerk, Prins Tausep, Richard Hardwick, Max Kachiteko, Adrian Ludik, Johan Retief, Desiderius Sethi, Mapisa Chereko, Chewy Waneve, Louis van der Westhuizen, Torsten van Jaarsveld, PJ van Lille, Casper Verviers. The backs, Ula Blou, Danko Burger, Johan Duisel, JC Greiling, Clevin Loubser, Leroux Malan, Gershwin Maton, Chad Plateau, Alcino Isaacs, Divan Rousseau, Damien Stevens, Tiaan Swanepoel, Jacques Tron, and Andre van den Berg.
Well, there you see that the team has been announced. The competition is still ongoing, as you can see there on your screen. We might show you something now that you guys should scan. If you do want to win tickets, that is automatically be entered and be one of 3 winners to walk away with 2 tickets to see the Blue Bulls game as they take on Namibia. This game will take place at the Verkop Stadium, of course, so we are all excited for that huge match. Definitely do make sure that you scan that number so that you can stand a chance to win big and get a ticket for the game, and do definitely make sure that you can watch it. Well, Ario Khari is on standby with international news.
This month on DSTV Compact.
I think I got this.
The Premier League is back. Can anyone knock the Citizens from their perch and claim England's footballing crown?
That's the way to do it.
Ladybug and Cat Noir return, using their incredible superpowers to protect Paris from evil.
We gotta do something. We'll figure out that something together.
The Derricos are at it again, trying to parent all 14 of their quintuplets, triplets, and twins.
The struggle is very real.
It's a bit much.
The world's favorite heroes in our half shell remind us how they karate chop their way into our hearts with this best of collection of episodes.
Oh yeah, see? Up high, little pup.
And Fernanda will stop at nothing to exact revenge on the masked men who killed her husband and destroyed her life. It's your moment to be entertained by staying connected to DSTV Compact.
Good day everyone, time for international sports news, and starting off with tennis news first. It's a US Open that will start on the 28th of August. It's one of the 4 majors of the year, and it was a very exciting Cincinnati Open that concluded over the weekend, especially in the men's division. It was number 1 and 2 seeds in the world, Novak Djokovic and Carlos Alcaraz. They battled it out in the final. In the end, it's Novak Djokovic winning a very tough 3-setter. He won it by 5-7, 7-6 and 7-6. Still in the world rankings, it will be Carlos Alcaraz that remain number 1 in the world after this, and he will also be number 1 seeded at the US Open, with Novak Djokovic the number 2 seed at the US Open. In the women's side of the Cincinnati Open, it was Coco Gauff, 19 years old, from America. She had a brilliant win, her first Masters win. She's won 5 titles before, but this was her first big win, and she beat Karolina Moskova of Chechnya in the final by 6-3 and 6-4. Earlier in the tournament, it was Coco Gauff that beat the world number 1 Iga Swiatek of Poland. She beat her in 3 sets, and it was also Karolina Moskova that had a good win against the world number 2 Aryna Sabalenka, also in 3 sets. So it's going to be an interesting US Open coming up. Karolina Moskova was not seeded in the tournament in Cincinnati, so she will go into the top 10 of the world rankings and be one of the top 10 seeds at the US Open. Continuing with MotoGP news, and exciting Austrian Grand Prix concluded. It's still Francesco Bagnaia that is dominating. He's the points leader by 62 points after winning the Austrian Grand Prix quite convincingly, quite a few seconds ahead of second place Brad Binder of South Africa on a KTM. Francesco Bagnaia, he is racing on a Ducati. In third position was Marco Buccetti of Italy as well. He is also on a Ducati, and at the moment on the general classifications, the points after the Austrian Grand Prix, it is Bagnaia with 251 points, and he's followed by Jorge Martin, also on a Ducati, on 189 points, and then third is Marco Buccetti on 183, and it is Brad Binder. He's getting closer to the top 3. He's in fourth position on 160 points on his KTM. The next Grand Prix will be the Catalan Grand Prix. That's only on the 3rd of September, and there's 10 races left, and the last one of the series will be on the 26th of November. That will be Valencia. And to conclude today's international sports news, it is cycling news. It's the Arctic Race of Norway that concluded. It was just 4 stages, a very competitive 4th stage that concluded. It was in the end Clement Champonzin. He is from France. He won the 4th stage in 4 hours and 38 seconds. But in the end, it was a very close finish in the general classifications, the closest in history, and it was Stephen Williams of Great Britain that won the race, but by just 1 second. Doesn't happen too often, but he beat Cristian Scaroni of Italy by just 1 second in the general classifications. The total time for Stephen Williams was 15 hours, 38 minutes and 6 seconds, with Scaroni just 1 second behind him. In third position was Kevin Vermaak. He is from the United States, and he was 9 seconds behind the winner. Southern African interest, it was Daryl Impey that also cycled in the Tour. He also did well in the Tour de France recently, and it was Daryl Impey that finished in 43rd position. He was 8 minutes and 3 seconds behind, and he finished 63rd in the 4th and final stage. That is Daryl Impey from South Africa. That's international sports news for today. Hope you have a great sport day and sport week, and we talk again international sport tomorrow. Goodbye.
Well, that brings us to the end of today's Sports Wrap show. Sports Wrap will be back again tomorrow. Same time, same place. Goodbye.